What's going on, guys? So today we have some really interesting information actually on the Korean Blade & Soul website. We got a whole new web page going over all the new information on what's going to be happening in December for Korea. So the very first thing I really just want to confirm for everyone, Unreal Engine 4 will be coming to Korea in December. This is 100% confirmed. So this is a really big deal because within a month and a half, we're going to be able to see Unreal Engine 4 in Blade & Soul and see how it really plays, because we'll probably be getting it around March or April in a spring update. But for Korea in December, that is very close. So very, very soon, we're going to know what Unreal Engine 4 is going to do for the game. So on the Korean Blade & Soul website, which I'm going to pull up for a second for you guys, one of the key things on the very first page, it says in the text that they're going to be introducing a frontier world, which everyone can start anew. So really key points you want to think about here is they're talking about starting over again, like a fresh start server for Unreal Engine 4, a separate server from the live servers we have right now. And this is kind of crazy news because we all thought Unreal Engine 4 was just going to be an update to the current live game we have now, but they're announcing they're going to be releasing a separate server that apparently is going to be kind of like a fresh start for Blade & Soul. And when you look down here, there's actually a reservation that you can sign up for early to get ready for the whole December update. So you'll see these tests right here on red, and then you have one in orange. So the red is for the frontier, which is basically the new world, or aka the new server. And the orange is for the live server that they have right now. So apparently there's going to be both servers running at the same time. They're not going to be shutting down the current server or anything like that, but they are going to be designing a separate server for Unreal Engine 4. Now, the key thing we're kind of unclear about is if the live server we have right now, is that going to get Unreal Engine 4 too? Or is it only going to be the frontier world? Because I feel like if that's the case, no one's going to play the live round we have right now. They're just going to jump to the new one. So I'm hoping both of them get that. Otherwise, that'd be kind of dumb in my opinion. But basically right here, this is all for the Frontier World, the new server. You can reserve this pack. It's kind of like when you have like a new class that comes out and you reserve the pack ahead of time. And then when the update is launched, you get all these items for free, just like they did with the Archer class or anything like that. This is the same type of system. So there's nothing you have to pay for or anything like that. It's just some free goodies you get when the December update is released. How this whole Frontier server will be designed is something that we really don't know yet, because for some reason they just want to be vague on the website, so we just have to kind of guess for now. But there's kind of two ways I look at it. So if you think about Arcade Unchained and WoW Classic, both of them are a little bit different. So they could go the Arcade Unchained route, where basically Unchained is exactly like Arcade Live. The only difference is the character progress got wiped, but all the updates are up to date with the live version. So they could do the same thing with Blade & Soul, or they could go the WoW Classic route, where it's actually like all the old content from back in the day, and it doesn't have any of the new content that the current Blade & Soul has. Now, I personally believe it's probably going to be like the WoW Classic version, where it's going to be a completely fresh start, reserved version of the game, because when you look at the trailer for Unreal Engine 4, you see that as Hey Mugen, and I found that really weird when I first watched it, because I'm like, why wouldn't they just show Unreal Engine footage of like Eternity Temple or some type of new raid? But instead they're using like level 45 content for their video. Doesn't really seem to make much sense. But now with this announcement of a whole new fresh start server, it really does, because you have Pohirian, you have Hey Mugen, all content from way back to the 45 days. That's really the key things that everyone's talking about right now. Again, this is all speculation, because NCSoft wasn't clear about it. That's all we can really do right now. Really, the key things that we take away from this is that we're for sure getting some type of new server, whether it's going to be a completely fresh reset, or maybe even your characters can get transferred over to this new version. We don't really know yet, but if they did make a new server for like the level 45 days, I would love that they took a look at their business practices and said, hey, you know what, let's not add all this pay to win crap like the Trove and the RNG boxes. Let's just make this fresh and fair for everyone. Now, this is NCSoft we're talking about, so this will probably never ever happen, but hey, a man can dream, right? And it's also really interesting because you can kind of go down this rabbit hole of thinking about all these different things. Like you could be like, well, if they make the level 45 days again, are they going to bring back like the Hamu weapon upgrades with the True Siren and True Pirate weapon? You know, a lot of you new players don't know about the grind of the old Hamu weapon, where you got that weapon and you upgraded it forever. That thing was very grindy way back in the day. So are they going to bring that back? We don't really know. Maybe they'll add a new system. There's so many things to think about. So at least we're talking about Blade & Soul, and I'm really excited to see the future. We're going to see a lot in December for Korea, so we can kind of sit back and kind of enjoy the show, and then hopefully we'll get it sometime in like March or April. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think this is going to be like a completely reset server? Do you think they're just going to transfer our characters over? Everything's speculated right now, so we'll have to wait and see. Let me know in the comments below for sure. Thank you guys for watching the video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with new content I put out, and then like the video if you enjoyed it. Appreciate you guys a ton. I'll be out with a new video very, very soon. I'm out.